Hi, Craig here. I want to talk about the Veritas Dual Marking Gauge. In Australia they retail for about $109, which is quite expensive, but they're quite useful. Mortise and tenon joint, I can mark both at once, so I get my accurate measurements, and then I can transfer it over here and I can line them up. This works great if this guy sits flush with the edge. If I want to center it, this gap has to basically move to the left, say 5 mil. I'm going to have to keep these relative to each other and move this down 5 mil. Out of the box, this doesn't do it. Veritas does sell an additional optional clamp that you can put on the bottom, that you can lock the two together and then undo this, move it down and reclamp it up. I didn't want to pay for the extra clamp. The extra clamp's about $21. I really think Veritas should just include it in the kit. So what did I do to come up with my own clamp? I took a piece of MDF and I'm going to basically drill some holes at the same distance as the two rods. I use an 8mm drill because it turns out the rods are 8mm. I used MDF because it's quite soft wood and it's a little bit flexible. I tried hardwood, and no matter what I did with these holes, I couldn't get it exactly right to have a firm fit and exact distance apart, so it wasn't the right wood. So I stuck with MDF. I'm putting black marker on the bottom of these and transferring it onto the wood, and then going over to this guy to try and drill them out. It's slightly inaccurate because you can't always get the drill exactly on top of the marks. So the first one was slightly too narrow. The next one was far too narrow. The third one was quite wrong. And luckily the fourth guy seemed just right. The way you know when you've got the right distance is you basically place them in, unlock it, and if that slides all the way down to the wood without any resistance, you've got the perfect distance. So once I had that set, this becomes my template. A couple of screws onto my next piece. Basically screw it down so you get no movement whatsoever. Back to the drill. I drilled halfway into this guy. I found with MDF, if you drill all the way through on this with this type of drill, it kind of breaks off the back of the MDF. You don't want to do that. So you basically drill halfway through, take your template off, get a backing piece, keep going with the drill and drill all the way through, and you get nice clean holes. So I ended up with another set of holes. Keep that on the side as a template, and I ended up cutting out a few more, so I've got some spares. Now, how I actually use this, so you basically lock it with your original measurements. You make sure it's nice and tight. Then you slide this on, and you get quite a firm fit, and that should be enough to hold it in place while you slide it down 5 mil. Make sure you lock it back up, and then you can use that for the second set of markings, so it's more centered. Simple as that. So there it is, DIY clamp. Good luck with it.